Good afternoon. It's Monday, April 15, 2024. Peace is a path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. All the news this afternoon. Rivers Information Commissioner urged council chairmen to cater to health centers, schools in their area. Governor Fubara boasts about backing of former Governor Odili for his administration. PDP member alleges threat to life amidst legal action with PDP former chairman. Rivers Civil Society expressed doubt over 615,000 naira wage demand. And on the foreign scene, Sydney police say knife attacker targeted women. I'm Ifechuku Moyla with the news. Rivers State Commissioner for Information Joe Johnson says the local government chairman should take responsibility for what is happening to the health care centers and schools in their councils. Now, he said the primary schools will get the needed attention from Governor Fubara's administration. He spoke on Nigerian 4FM's Morning Crossfire today.
The local government chairman or the local councils should take the blames of what's happened in the various local governments. But that's not even an excuse. The fact remains that we are trying to take all the challenges sectorally. We have looked at it, and as a council, I'm sure that the governor also has an approach to be able to touch a few of the patches that we need to do in health, in education, security, and the rest of it. And I'm sure that the primary schools will get attention.
Speaking on the relationship between the local council chairman and Governor Fubara, Mr. Johnson said it looks like the council chairman beginning to reach. He also recommended not on them to perform its duties to the state.
It does appear that beginning to trace steps, and if it continues to create a very buoyant atmosphere for the governor and the council chairman to honor what will happen in the local government, particularly with schools are situated, to be able to produce better results. So I want to think that there must be a synergy. The governor is the chief executive of the state. He's not relying on them.
In another development, Governor Siminalayi Fubara has boasted about having the support of former Governor Peter Odili. Governor said support of former Governor Peter Odili people high blood, the real people with integrity and character are solidly standing with his administration. Governor Fubara said some other persons who claim and arrogate integrity and character themselves actually do not have any of these qualities. The governor's secretary Sinudi made known in a statement on Sunday. On, a PDP member, Titus Jones, has raised arm over alleged to his life. His allegation comes after he sued the court cases of former PDP national chairman Condas for attending the party meeting. Mr. Jones spoke to journalists Port Howard.
And since ever the matter was published, they went to court and it was adjourned. I mean, the series of unknown people trying to kill me and my family concerning the court I went to. Just for this, I hurt nobody. I just want to since it is the last of the woman.
Mr. Jones called on law enforcement agencies to urgently intervene in the matter.
So I am calling on all securities, the commissioner of the AG, to please come to my rescue. And anything happen to me or my family, the said persons should be held responsible. The series of false that I'm coming from angle, because some of them will tell me, you have the mind to take our boss, we'll kill you, and all those things. That is why I said the rest alarm.
Police had not spoken on this. The Federal High Court will hear a suit seeking to stop former chairman Uche Sanders from participating in the party's meetings. Last week, Justice Yang Eko in a short ruling filed barred PDP captain Silas Mayer from attending the PDP's National Executive Committee meeting. Away from that, Nigeria Air Force said Air Vice Admiral Sego refined site and for both weekend. Rivers State Director of NAV Public Relations, Air Vice Marshal Edward Gupt, said the strike formed up to the successes against the activities of economic saboteurs operating in the Delta region. Now, the federal government has called aid from all sides involved in the fresh conflict in the Middle East. Spokesperson for the Ministry of Affairs, Francis Kanye, and they joined other members of the international community to call on Iran and Israel to exercise restraint as diplomatic efforts are ongoing to ease tension and avoid a wider conflict in the Middle East. They urged the two countries to reflect on the universal commitment to peaceful resolution of conflict for the advancement of global peace and security. Meanwhile, world leaders have also urged restraint after Iran launched an unusual wave of missiles and attack drones against the time Middle East. One of the abducted schoolgirls of Government Girls Secondary School, Chibok, Borno State, Amina Nkeki, says some of her colleagues gave birth to 4 children for the insurgent. She recounted the horrific event in which 276 of them were abducted by Boko Haram terrorists on April 2014. Katie, who regained freedom in 2016 with a baby, Nabokov telling to her husband, spoke on Channels Television today. She said 92 of her colleagues are still in captivity. She said they will be going through hunger and sickness and other challenges of motherhood in the forest. She is now a 200 student of mass communication at a university in Yua. Civil Civil 7 expressed doubt over 615,000 wage demand. See that.
Stay on track with Area Info.
Some Civil 7 at Rivers State Secretariat pressed that over a month by the organized labor for a new minimum wage to be set at 615,000 naira. In an interview with the correspondent, the Civil 7 acknowledged potential with the amount to provide against Nigeria's high cost of living, but questioned whether the federal government would indeed implement it.
This actually is a good one, but I think the federal government will be able to sustain it. Considering myself, but the civil servant is a good one they should finish, but to remain possible.
As much as yes, the minimum wage should be increased, going from something thousand to 600, you just ask for something realistic. Ask for something that can be improved on gradually.
That good life that our National Assembly members and politicians enjoy is equally good for us too. So when you support what the so-called elite and politicians enjoy, you see that they're not asking for much.
This level, because I know that the government will never agree with this.
As you know, the organized labor is demanding 615,000 naira as the new minimum wage for workers to cope with the many economic realities and high cost of living in the country. The new wage was reached after consultations between the NLC and the Trade Union Congress TUC. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC says it is investigating several celebrities involved in naira abuse. The anti-graft agency said many of them have made useful statements to the commission and many more have been invited on the matter. The EFCC says there won't be a sacred cow or sacred cows. Now, the EFCC stated this in a statement on Sunday by its spokesperson, Dele Oyewale. And now in business. Nigerians were plunged into darkness for the second time in 1 month as the national grid collapsed early this morning, Now the sixth time this year, the grid had collapsed on Thursday, 28th March. The electricity generation on the system collapsed from 2,583 megawatts at 2 a.m. this morning to about 64 megawatts around 3 a.m. and later rose to about 132 megawatts 2 hours later. Data from the Transmission Company of Nigeria showed that only Ibom Power Generation Company was active at the time of the grid collapse this morning. In entertainment, Nollywood actor Alex Ekubo has expressed sadness over the death of his colleague Junior Pope, who died alongside 3 others in a boat accident. Alex, in a post on Instagram, prayed that God would surround us with people with wisdom and human sympathy in our helpless moment and not those more interested in creating content out of our situation. And now to sports. Football legend David Beckham has won a massive £240 million legal battle against several counterfeiters who were selling fake versions of his designer gear online.
And now we bring you news from around the world.
Sydney police say a man who went on a stabbing rampage in a shopping center on Saturday appeared to have targeted women. On Saturday, 40-year-old Joe Calci sent the crowded Westfield Bondi Junction complex into panic when he began stabbing people with a long blade. 5 of the 6 people who died were women. Several others, including a baby girl, were injured. The only man killed in the attack was a security guard who tried to intervene.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
That's a wrap on the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Rivers Information Commissioner has urged council chairmen to cater to health centers and schools in their areas. Governor Fubara has boasted about having the backing of former Governor Odili. A PDP member, Titus Jones, is alleging threats to life following his suit against PDP former chairman Uche Secondus. Rivers State civil servants doubt if the federal government will accept the 615,000 naira wage demand by organized labor. And on the foreign scene, Sydney police have said a man who stabbed many people in a shopping center on Saturday appears to have targeted women. That was the news as edited by Constance Mega. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I am Ifechukwu Moyeli. Many thanks for listening.
Human